Hey Internet, it's us. So, tonight we watched Nightmare on Christmas. A Nightmare on Christmas? What the hell? A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Freddy's Revenge. Yeah, I remembered a bunch of this movie, because this is a franchise I have seen them all before. I did not remember how slow this movie is.
Yeah, they lingered on a lot of shots that they shouldn't have. Things went really slowly.
This was a lot slower, and it felt a lot longer than the first one. And it wasn't a particularly long movie. It felt it. Like, there were still some really good shots, especially at the end in the big industrial complex there. They had some really cool camera work. But there's not as much that stands out as the first movie, at least like cinematography-wise. Like, not as many impressive effects or really good camera work. Robert Englund got more screen time this time. He got to be a little more intimidating. His laugh right at the end was actually really cool, but overall, this was definitely a lesser movie.
A way lesser movie. So the only part that I perked up and was like, oh, that's cool, is when Freddy's eyeball was popping behind, out of his throat.
That looked really cool.
In the mouth. That was
I did like that shot.
That was the only thing in the whole movie.
When Freddy came through his chest, and then especially when you got the behind shot and he lifted the rest of the body off and you saw the blood and guts hanging out of the body, that looked kind of cool. There were some other shots that, they looked cool, but yeah, overall, I don't know. This was not it for me. This has never been my favorite. It's okay. I don't know. I'm torn between a 4 and a 5.
It's a 3. It's a hard 3.
I could do a 4. Because there are some shots I enjoyed, but overall, yeah, it's kind of...
That's why I'm giving it a 3, because there was some shots I enjoyed.
It's kind of slow, it's kind of boring, it's not nearly as good as the first one. Like, the first one you could rewatch, even though you know what's going to happen. It's like the dolls that we did earlier on. It's fun to watch, the effects look cool, there's enough that's enjoyable that even if you know what to expect, you know what the story is, you're still just going to have a good time watching it. The second one, that is not the case at all. Rewatching it, and especially knowing some of the stuff that was going to come up, I'm like, oh, well, alright, I forgot how long of a gap there was between the scenes that I actually care about, and it's not great.
The casting was real weird either, none of them were good enough to watch on screen.
Yeah, the whole time. Like you said last time, Nancy was really strong in the first movie, and I don't know there were any actors in this one that were really...
the only one that I liked consistently was the dad.
Yeah.
He was so dad-like and just... It was just funny.
He was. He was the most dad. The gym teacher wasn't bad either. I liked him.
I mean, it was funny he was in a club.
Yeah.
Would have been even funnier if it was a totally gay club and he was,
Well, it was funny because earlier on the guy's like, oh yeah, he hangs at all the, the S&M clubs in town. Which, first of all, I don't know why he pluralized that. What kind of small town in Indiana has multiple S&M clubs?
Wait, is this supposed to take place in Indiana?
Yeah, it says it on the side of the school bus.
I wasn't sure if that's what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's obviously California and that's where the last movie took place. They didn't try and hide it. It was like, oh, this is California.
Was it? I don't think it was California.
California plates, palm trees everywhere. I mean, unless they just didn't do a good job.
It was Indiana. I mean, maybe not. But, yeah, either way, I don't know. I don't know. I want to like the movie. I want it to be better than it is, but it's not. It's really...
I want to like every movie, but there are so many bad ones.
Yeah.
It's just...
So, yeah, this one's below average. Definitely watch the first one. But if you're tempted to watch this one, go back and watch the first one again instead. You'll have a better time. And we're going to do one more of these, and then we're just going to do some other movies, because we're not doing this whole franchise. That's 7 or 8 more movies. We don't need to do that.
It's good. I'm glad we're not doing all that for now. 3 is fine.
Yeah. So, we'll see you tomorrow for the third one. And then after that, some other movies. And then it's Halloween, so go get candy.
Woo!
And okay, bye.